Hola chicos, bienvenidos a este video donde voy a hablar sobre el syllabus y voy a hablar sobre Canva y McGraw-Hill. This video, I will be talking about how to use Canva, how to navigate Canva. I'll be going over the syllabus and of course McGraw-Hill Connect, which is the program that we will be using throughout the summer. Again, I'm so excited to have you all in this course, this summer course, this 10-week summer course. Usually I teach this class, right, over a span of 15, 16 weeks. And that allows us to have around 3 weeks per chapter. But because we have 10 weeks, right, we have to go through all of that information really, really fast. And so instead of having 3 weeks per chapter, it's going to come down to 2 weeks per chapter, except for chapter 5. Chapter 5 is only 1 week. So that is tight, all right? And so I first want to go over the Canva, how to find our course. And so if you're a first time, welcome to Delta College. If not, you know that once you sign into your Canvas account, you're able to go to your dashboard and find our course. Of course, recording this before our course starts, so it's not yet published, but you'll find our summer course here, Spanish 1, and this is our number 512. So you want to click there. This is going to take you to our homepage, okay? You see that it's an online course, right? Again, you'll see that number again. And then you have a little welcome from me with a video that's not included yet, but it'll be available for you on May 27th. Here you can go to the course description, course objective, and the syllabus, okay? You can go to the syllabus straight from this link, or you can use the navigation here on the left side. Let's see, you can go to the syllabus, and we'll go through this in a moment. Okay, you will find announcements here. Make sure that you have, that you edit. That way you have the notification whenever I post any announcements. Sometimes I make mistakes on certain things. And so I always post an announcement to let you all know the corrections, stuff like that. Modules. The modules is important for you to know where this is at because this is where you're going to find everything, okay? Think of this as your like timeline, as your calendar if you want to, because this is where you're going to find everything, all the lectures, assignments, McGraw-Hill assignments, everything, discussions, quizzes. In these modules, this is right here where I press it, you know how it went back. This is one module, this is another module, this is another module, okay? So this is where you'll find everything in the module. You have McGraw-Hill Connect, everything. So you can go here as well to find all the assignments, discussions, quizzes, and whatnot. But it sometimes can get confusing with the due dates. And so that's why I always recommend going to the modules to make sure that you are on track. And so the first week, you see the first module is May 27th to May 30th. Okay, so this is only 3 days. Don't panic, okay? Because in 1 week, we're going to be covering a lot of information, right? There's going to be a lot of homework and lectures, okay? However, in 1 week, there's going to be 2 due dates. These due dates are going to be Thursdays and Mondays, okay? So the first due date is May 30th. Okay, and so this date is going to be your due date. So we have week 1, and I'm always going to put what week we're on, right? Week 1, and then this is like the chapter name, and then the date, May 27th to May 30th. That means that in these 3 days, you must go over the week overview or the syllabus, the video you're watching right now. You get registered with McGraw-Hill, right? And then these are some videos to get you started. Lectures, right? There's a few lectures here that you have to watch by 5:30 because you have to watch these lectures in order to complete these assignments, okay? So you want to first watch the lectures and then continue to the assignments. So the way I have it set up is you do this and then you do next, right? It's in order for you already, so that you just kind of go through each of these pages and complete whatever is necessary for you to do in order to successfully complete these assignments. So once you watch the lectures, right, they're due 5:30. That doesn't mean that you're watching lectures May 30th. Okay, you want to start as soon as possible. Then you continue with your homework. So you can see, you can tell the due dates here, right? May 30, all these are due May 30th. Okay, so these are due Thursday. Now, the second module is also week 1. I just separated them so it's not confusing. So we're still in week 1 for this module. Okay, as you can see, it is available May 27th, but the due date for this part, the second part, is June 3rd. Okay, so you have again capítulo 1, right? This is still week 1, but this is part 2 overview of what we're going to cover in the second part of this week. You have lectures, right? That you must watch by June 3rd. Again, that doesn't mean you're watching the lectures June 3rd, okay? You have to watch them before, because June 3rd is the due date for all of these assignments. So you want to watch the lectures before. Some of them are short, some of them can be lengthy, right? So make sure that you plan accordingly to watch the lectures. Maybe you watch lectures one day and then you complete assignments the other days, okay? The following 4 days, 3 days that you have. And then again, you have the homework, right? That is due Monday, June 3rd, junio 3. Okay, so you see you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 assignments. So maybe if you're done on time, right? Thursday, May 30th, maybe Friday, you can watch the assignment, the lectures, right? And then the weekend, you spend it completing these assignments. Now, the due dates, I didn't put them, this is not Sunday, okay, because I understand that weekends, sometimes you just want to relax, you don't want to do certain assignments. And so the due dates are Mondays, okay? So Thursday and Monday, so 2 due dates, Thursday and Mondays. That's going to be the same for the rest of the semester, okay? So in these 2 modules, you see these 2 modules are 1 week, right? Week 1, okay? So they're just broken up into 2 parts per se. And so this is part 1, week 1 of chapter 1. We're going to be using 2 weeks per chapter. So chapter 1 is going to be 2 weeks, and chapter 2, 2 weeks, chapter 3, 2 weeks, chapter 4, 2 weeks. Chapter 5 is the only one that has 1 week. And so you won't have like a full quiz on chapter 5. You have like a shorter quiz on chapter 5, but then you'll also see some of that information on the final. Okay, so chapter 5 is only 1 week. And so that is what I wanted to clear up with you, just in case you kind of get confused. 1 week is 2 modules. So essentially, chapter 1, you're going to complete 4 modules. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so week 1 and week 1, and then semana, it's week, okay? So semana 2, this is essentially week 2 and week 2. And here is where chapter 1 concludes. Okay, so 4 modules per chapter, 1 week, 2 weeks. And then on the 4th module, okay, you're going to have the quiz. And so the quiz you'll see here, right here, it's going to have a recap of what we went over in that section, and then the quiz, and then you'll see it here. It's not ready yet, but you'll see it there. And then the way that modules are going to be posted is they're going to be posted 2 weeks ahead. So that means I'm going to be releasing, right, 4 modules at a time. So 1 chapter at a time, okay? So on May 27th, you're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to have access from May 27th through June 10th, okay? And that is chapter 1. So you're going to have access to these 4 modules. Then after that, after you completed your quiz, right, we begin chapter 2. You see, chapter 2 is June 11th. So you see here, June 10th is the quiz for chapter 1. June 11th, which is a Tuesday, I'm going to be releasing the 4 modules, right? The 2 weeks for chapter 2. And that's how we're going to be going over. So you can work ahead of time, right? You can work ahead. They're all going to be, so you can work ahead May 27th through June 10th. And you can complete chapter 1, right? If you want to get it over with, do it in 1 week, you can, okay? But make sure that you are doing the due dates. If you want to go to the pace that I have it, you can, but just make sure that you are meeting those deadlines and so those expectations for the assignments. Okay, and then, well, let's go to let's go to the syllabus. And so you'll go to the syllabus through here, through the home page. And this is where we get to the fun stuff. Okay, so again, this is a 10-week summer course, okay? You have a little introduction of myself here. Then you have my contact and response times. Okay, so the preferred method that I have here listed is Canvas inbox, and you'll find it here on your inbox. That's just because I like to keep your information separate with the colleges. If you send me emails, I get a bunch of emails every day, and so they usually get lost. So it is better for you to send me an inbox message through here, through Canvas. And I usually respond within 24 hours. However, just give me 48 hours during, well, give me 24 hours during the week. And on the weekends, 48 hours. It is summer. I might be away over the weekend. So I probably won't be responding to any of the messages Saturdays or Sundays. So even if you send me a message on like Friday, I'll still be able to respond to you. If you send me a message on Saturday or Sunday, it is unlikely for me to send you to respond to your message. Okay, so just make sure that you're skimming through the information first and then giving me, sending me questions during the week or on Mondays. Okay, I'll be back on Monday. My email address here, it's included. This course is 5 hours of weekly work. It is the summer, so it might be a little bit more than that, but minimum 5 hours expect of spending doing the lectures and assignments, okay? I am located in the Science and Math Department building, room 260, that's on the 2nd floor. And I am going to have office hours through Zoom, okay? And these are going to happen, oh, did I change it? I did not change them here. But my office hours are going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. And they're going to start at 8 and they will conclude at 10 a.m. You can also make an appointment with me if that schedule does not work for you. And we can meet via Zoom. I'll send you an invitation and all that stuff, and then just let me know what other time works for you. I am going to be teaching an in-person Spanish 1 course starting June 10th, and that goes from Monday through Thursday from 10:30 to 2:50. Okay. And so I'll make sure to post an announcement of those changes in the times or where I'm going to be in the office or when I'm going to be doing Zoom meetings. But because if you're an online course, I'm not sure if you're on campus, but I am assuming that Zoom would work best for you. And so if this does not work for you, please let me know. If you want to meet with me this first week, just to say, hey, like introduce yourself, please do so that way I can recognize you, right? When you're writing, I can know who you are. And when I'm grading and such. And so office hours, Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's not Wednesdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and by appointment. Okay, and then you have, after that, you have the official course descriptions. You can read through that. I do want to talk about the textbook. because you are going to need a computer, a webcam, a microphone, speakers, and then, of course, the textbook. Things to keep in mind when you're purchasing the textbook is to not buy used textbooks from an outside source or another student that has taken Spanish 1 before. Because when you buy the textbook or the loose leaf, you'll see that it comes with the code, and that code is what's going to give you access to this McGraw-Hill Connect, where you're going to be able to complete your assignments. So if someone's already used that code, you cannot use it again. So please do not purchase from an outside source, okay? You can get the textbook through our Delta bookstore, okay? You can just go to here, order textbooks, and then you agree, or you go to Delta College Bookstore. You're gonna go through here, go textbooks, order books. You're going to agree, and then you can just Spanish 1, oops, Tu Mundo, that's the title. Okay, summer, or you can just, I guess you can go summer 2024, Spanish, and then you'll see here, Larios Pelayo, that's me. And then just make sure that you have the right number. Remember that 512, that's us. And then that's it, you'll find it. And this is a required textbook. This is the one you need to purchase. Okay, it's 111. And so if you're still trying to figure out if this is going to be a good fit for you, you want to, see if the pace works for you with this class, you can get a temporary access, a 2-week temporary access. However, you must have the textbook and the code. You must have access to McGraw-Hill by the end of the 2nd week. Okay, that is just because we are moving really, really fast in this summer course. And so if you get the 2-week access code and then you tell me, oh, I can't purchase it right now, I can purchase it in 2 weeks, you're going to be already falling behind like a chapter, right? And so we want to avoid that. And so if you're still trying to figure out if you're going to stay in this class or not, I would recommend getting the 2-week access. If you know that you're going to be in this class, or if you've taken, if you're retaking Spanish 1, then make sure that you register and then you connect with our class. That way you can get started this week, okay? And this is what it looks like. The Mundo, again, I already showed you how to purchase a textbook. And then if you, let me see if I can go to McGraw-Hill. The way to get, access. Let me see if I can do student view. McGraw-Hill Connect. You're gonna go here, right? So once you have the textbook code or you're ready to register with the 2-week, you're gonna get started here, right? Begin. And this page is going to take you to your information. Okay. So it should take you to a page where you're going to enter your information, your name, email, all that stuff. And then it's going to give you, leave student view. It's going to give you like 3 options, I believe. 3 options. So the first option would be if you purchased the textbook from the bookstore and you have the code, you enter your code. If you want to purchase from them directly, you can do that as well, but I don't know if it's a little bit more expensive if you do that. And then the third one is get the 2-week access, okay? Or like the trial access. I forgot how they named it. And so you choose that, or you choose to enter your code, and then you'll be able to complete the assignments, okay? So again, you would go back to like the modules, and then these assignments, right? Most of the assignments like 1B3, 2B4, all those are through McGraw-Hill Connect. And once you are registered, you just click on the assignment and then you go to launch, and it'll take you straightly to the assignment that you can complete, right? And so that is how this works. Let me go back to the syllabus, the McGraw-Hill, okay, with the textbook. If you need a computer, please let me know. because I believe there are some loaners that we can give out, and I'll give you the information to our resource specialist who can help you get a computer with a webcam and all that stuff. Okay, now we have policies. So these are the course expectations and policies. Read the conduct about etiquette, right? It's important how we express ourselves in the online world and not using capital letters and a lot of exclamation marks, right? Because I'm going to tell the other person you're screaming at them. And so we don't want to get any of those messages mixed up. So please make sure you read on etiquette. I do want to go over the late work policy. I value your time and I hope you value mine as well. I spent a lot of time outlining and working on these assignments and working on this course for you, that it is important. And again, not only because of that, but because we have so much time, right? We have 10 weeks that we need to complete this course by. And so if you fall behind on the first week, it's really gonna, I've seen it, it's hard to catch up after a while because the assignments are lengthy. And so I understand that life happens and that sometimes we have a bad day and we just need an extra time to complete an assignments. But to keep it fair, not only for me, but to those who do turn in assignments on time, I will only allow you to turn in 2 late assignments without penalty. On the third late assignment and the assignments after that, the assignments will be only worth half of the points. So please use these 2 late assignments without penalty wisely, okay? The policy on being absent, okay? So the first week is essential and the first couple of weeks, because if you're enrolled in the class, but you're not inactive, you're not turning in the assignments, you will be dropped from the course. Currently, there are about 10 students on the waiting list for this course, so I'm going to be checking regularly, okay? And if you don't turn in that first assignments that are due on Thursday, May 30th, you will be dropped from the course and your spot will be given to someone else on the waiting list. Again, you must be present by participating. We're not in the class, we're not meeting in person, but I'll be taking your participation online through the lectures and through the assignments on both Connect and Canva. So make sure that you're completing all of the assignments on Connect or on Canva. Just give me a second. Okay. Attendance, again, and go back to the absenteeism policy, academic dishonesty, and restrictive AI tool usage is not allowed, okay? So these two go hand in hand, okay? They go together. Because it is a language course, you are required to speak, right, the language, you're required to read passages, and you're required to write in Espanol, right, in Spanish. And because we're learning this language together, I am not going to be tolerating any use of ChatGPT or any artificial intelligence, because I want you to make those mistakes. You're not going to be perfect at the first few times, right? And it's okay if you're not perfect at the end of this course. That is what language is all about. You're not going to learn Spanish in one semester. You're not going to be fluent in Spanish in one semester. You're going to learn slowly and slowly, but surely. Okay. So if you're using any AI, it is hard for me to track your progress and to identify where your struggles are, and I cannot help you that way. So that is why AI tools such as ChatGPT or any other artificial intelligence is not allowed. And that also includes Google Translate, okay? You might not know, but I can tell when someone is using Google Translate because Google Translate is not perfect, okay? So sometimes you want to translate something from English to Spanish, and sometimes it'll translate them correctly, but then you're using extravagant vocabulary that we haven't even covered in class. So I can tell when you're using some type of artificial intelligence, and we have tools here on Canva to make sure to detect those that usage of AI, and I can tell when people are using Google Translate. So please don't use it. Otherwise, you'll be getting a message from me. The grading scale here, we have discussions, we have homework, chapter exams, oral and writing assignments, and then your final exam, which it is cumulative. All right, so we have discussions at 10%, homework 15, 5 chapter exams at 50, so each exam is worth 10%. You have oral and writing assignments that is worth 10%, and then your final exam is 15, all right? And then this is how I calculate your grades, whether you get an A, B, a C, a D, or an F. The methods of instructions I have here are, homework, discussions, quizzes, lectures. Lectures are important. You're always going to have lectures. And so it's important that you view them before you complete any of the assignments, all right? We have the course outcomes here. You can read those. You have the course objectives, the course assignments. You'll be having like presentations and stuff like that. Middle of the 10 weeks, so week 5, you'll probably have some type of presentation that I'll be providing you with instructions in a rubric. The important semester dates or for this summer is that the last day to drop with a refund is June 10th. Okay. And again, if you're dropping the course, it has to come from you. You're ultimately responsible for retrieving yourself from the course if that's what you want. Don't just say, look, I'm not interested, I'm not going to do this course, whatever. Because again, we have a list of other students who want to join the class. But if you want to get a refund, right, June 10th is the last day to drop the class. The last day to drop without a W or without a withdrawal, it is the 6th. Something's wrong here. Let me look at that for you because I think that is not correct. Might be the other way around. But let me go 5/12. So refund date. Oh. So that is correct. No penalty. Okay, it is correct. So you can, let's go back to our syllabus here. Okay, so the last step to drop without a W is the 6th, so that's before the refund, okay? And then the last day to drop with a W is the 28th. So as you can see, we have different dates, and so even if the first week passes, the second week passes, right? If you stop actively participating and turning in assignments, I can drop you from the course. And if you wait to the last minute, right, you can get a W on your transcripts, and you don't want that to be reflected on your transcripts. And so the date of the final, it is yet to be determined, but failure to take the final exam may result in an F grade in the course. So that is not May. It's like if you don't take the final exam, you get an F in the course. All right. We have some institutional service links here for you, which we have the online tutoring. We have the bookstore services, financial aid, DSPS. If you need any accommodations, please let me know, or let DSPS know, and then they'll reach out to me. Well, you reach out to me, and I can make those accommodations for you. We have the Delta College Food Pantry for students, free food. Who doesn't like free food? So you can go there. We have the empowerment resource programs and then the student support services page here. We have more links here where are links to support you as a student. But that is it for the syllabus that I wanted to go over with you. I wanted to keep it under 10, but I think I already passed. Yeah, I think I'm already at like 30 minutes. And so if you have any questions regarding the syllabus, regarding the course, please send me a message as soon as possible. And if you can, join me during office hours. so we can formally introduce ourselves, and I can know who you are when you're writing when you are turning in your assignments. Okay, chicos, well, that is it. Won't keep you any longer with this video, and I'll see you in the next lectures. Hasta luego.